What's good, guys? It's ICS. Of course, you know the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are Super Bowl champions for the second time. Tom Brady has 7 rings, 5 Super Bowl MVPs, and this is going to be a long video, so buckle up. I have a lot to say. Congratulations to Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for being the 2021 Super Bowl champions. Congratulations, you did it in your home stadium for the first time ever. Now let me say this. Mahomes didn't play well, of course, but you're missing your 2 starting tackles. So, and that pass rush was playing last night. They've been playing for a while. They've been playing. Yeah, you've been missing your 2 starting tackles. He was under the most pressure I've ever seen a quarterback be under. Mahomes did the best he can. I want y'all to find me a quarterback who could have played better in that situation. With that amount of pressure in his face, a quarterback who could have played better. Now listen, you got Lamar Jackson, Kyler Murray, and Deshaun Watson, who are really good at evading pressure, but they're not the thrower that Mahomes is. Deshaun Watson is comparable, but he's not the thrower that Mahomes is. So, though they couldn't succeed, even if they're able to evade the pressure, they're not going to be able to succeed because they're not the same thrower that he was. Mahomes was doing the best he can. He just came up small, and for y'all to sit there and hold that against him is ridiculous. They give Tampa Bay's defense some credit, bro. They played the best game of their season. We look at Week 6 of this season, what they did to Aaron Rodgers, 38-10. Y'all said he folded. Y'all said all this and that. Keep in mind, that defense was playing. When they're on their game, nobody can beat them. Nobody can beat them. 10 points in the first quarter, they got shut out. Like, nobody can beat that defense. When they're playing like that, nobody, I don't care. Y'all could throw out Dan Marino, Joe Montana, any quarterback in NFL history would not be able to win that game last night. With that amount of pressure, no way. No way. There ain't no way. Tom Brady could be on the other side, and we switching roles. With that amount of pressure, they don't win the game. At all. So I'll say that for the Chiefs. The Chiefs' defense didn't play good. They're not really the best defense. They're a defense that's made to play with a lead because then they could blitz, and then they have corners who aren't good. They're not great, but they're pretty good. And they take risks. So they're meant to play with a lead. Especially Honey Badger, Clune. We've seen that he got into it with Tom Brady. At least that's 2. That's on Sportsman on Brady, on Sportsman on Tyron. It offsets. How can you just call it on Tyron? But they're both talking. Take it from the NBA. Double check. And yeah, so the Chiefs defense didn't play good. The offense couldn't get it together. I think they didn't even try to run the ball. I think they just like, oh, throw it. I think they could have at least tried to run it. I'm surprised Le'Veon Bell didn't even get a snap, or didn't even get a snap. You know, it's sad. I think Le'Veon Bell should have got more. Edwards-Helaire was running too. I think they should have at least tried to run the ball more. Let me talk about Tampa Bay. Brady played good. He played good today. He played good. Didn't have good. 3 touchdowns, a few interceptions negated. But 3 touchdowns, 0 picks, a little bit over 200 yards. He played good. But this was about the Buccaneers defense. I said this in my last video. If they're going to win, it's going to be about the defense. Them shootout days are over. I told you. But when we look at the 2 Super Bowls he played, 53 and 55, Tom Brady's last 2 Super Bowls, the defense is giving up 6 points a game. So, for people to make it seem like that Tom Brady needed to be absolutely spectacular to get these last 2 rings are fucking lying. I'm telling you right now, there's a lot of quarterbacks in the league that would have been able to win that game last night. With that defense playing the way they're playing last night, all you need to be is average to win that Super Bowl. And Tom Brady was more than average. He was great. He was great when he needed to be, especially in the first half. Yes, that was him. He was great. But his greatness he didn't need to be great to win the game. He just needed to be okay. Him being okay wins the game. Because look at the NFC Championship. Look what happened with Aaron Rodgers. They're getting 3 turnovers. But the defense is playing like that. Even his 3 picks in the second half, when the defense is playing like that, you can't do anything with it. Even though I thought Aaron Rodgers should have ran the ball on the 3rd and goal. Maybe take it to overtime. But when the defense is playing like that, that's what you'll get. Nothing. You can't do anything. And I thought we had a chance to beat this team. My Saints. But we're not talking about the Saints. We're talking about Tom Brady and the Buccaneers. Tom Brady played good. 2 touchdowns to Rob Gronkowski. 1 touchdown to AB. 1 touchdown to Leonard Fournette. Yes. That's what you need. They're Super Bowl champions. He had good offense. But if he doesn't score, if it's 21 to 6 and he doesn't score the rest of the game, they still win. They still win easily. They easily still win. Like, Tom Brady did more than he had to do. I'll say that. Tom Brady played great, but he didn't need to play great to win this game. That's what I'm saying. If y'all understand what I'm saying. He didn't need to play great. I'm telling you. I'm talking about Lamar Jackson, Kyler Murray. Anybody couldn't evade that. They could evade the pressure, but they're not the same throwers. And they couldn't get it done. Tom Brady got it done. He has 7 rings for a reason. You know? Tom Brady is really great. He is the GOAT. But he is the GOAT. There's no but about it. He is the GOAT. I'll just say this. The way you don't have to diminish other parts of the team to bring up Brady. You don't have to diminish the defense and everything to bring up Brady. The defense was good. Give the defense the same amount of credit that you gave Tom Brady. That's all I'm saying. You don't have to diminish him. Don't diminish the defense just to bring up Brady. Don't do that. Do not do that. Brady was great. He in a situation, he left New England, went to a talented Tampa Bay team, and he got them to the Super Bowl. But it wasn't just him. That defense was playing. I said the biggest difference between Tampa Bay in 2019 and Tampa Bay in 2020, what was it? The defense. The defense has never played like that for Jameis Winston. So for you to make it seem like, the only thing that changed was, just trade out Jameis Winston for Tom Brady, and then you just get a Super Bowl. I'm like, no, there's a lot of stuff that changed. That defense. Bring up the defense. The defense has stepped up more than they ever had. That's the difference. That is the difference. I like it. The defense played an all-time historic performance on Mahomes. But you can't tell me there's no quarterback that would have succeeded. Todd Bowles and that defense played an all-time historic game. And Tom Brady did what he needed to do to win the game. He did. There's not much to say other than that. Patrick Mahomes was trying to evade, throwing off his back foot, and there was a lot of drops. There were some drops. From Kelsey, Hill, there's drops. That catches that they made, and they're asleep in the regular season. They're dropping in the Super Bowl. Not to say they can't handle the big moment, because they definitely can. They can handle the big moment. They handled it before. They already have a ring, and they stepped up. Travis Kelce played good. He was the safety blanket all night. They couldn't cash it in. They could not cash it in. That's the difference. That's the difference in everything. They just couldn't cash it in. 9 points won't get it done. That's the lowest points that Mahomes has scored in his whole career. He's averaging 30 points in the games that he's starting. He only got to 9. He didn't even score a touchdown. That defense played the greatest game. The Super Bowl performance is up there with the 15 Broncos and the 2013 Seahawks. They're up there. They're going to be up there. And the 2018 Patriots, they're going to be up there for what they did. It was great. It was great. Tom Brady and the Buccaneers were great tonight. It was a complete team effort. I agree. But do not diminish that defense to bring up Tom Brady. Don't diminish that defense to bring up Tom Brady. Do not. Great game for the Buccaneers. Great game. They won the game. They won the game flat out right. They were the better team. In the Super Bowl, they were the better team. There's a lot of course, there's just a lot of things. Like, do you think about it? The situations are different. Like, there's a lot of things that went wrong in the NFC Championship game. There's a lot of momentum swings that went wrong in the Saints game. There's stuff that happened in the Washington game. But no team was able to capitalize it in this whole postseason, even though they went on the road, and the Super Bowl at home. But I think that they could have won the Super Bowl no matter where they played. You know, complete love and respect for Tom Brady. I do think that I'm not gonna. This is just besides the point. I'm not bringing up the refs, but I think he does get calls that other people don't get. You know, and if everyone would just admit that, then there would be no problem. I'm not blaming the refs, but acknowledge the fact that he gets calls that other quarterbacks don't get. He gets calls that other quarterbacks don't get. You know. First of all, Ndamukong Suh's a dirty player. Watch that play and tell me he's not dirty. Y'all know which one I'm talking about. Yeah, but my thing, he just didn't play well enough to get the victory. He didn't, and he couldn't get it done. Credit to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Chiefs, and Mahomes. You ran into an all-time historic defensive performance. I have no doubt that this is going to make this team better because that hurts. To go out there and make the Super Bowl and get embarrassed like that. And they're going to be back. They're going to be back. They're going to be back. Absolutely. They're back. Even they came back this year, but to get embarrassed like that in the Super Bowl, you're going to be back. That shit is embarrassing, bro. It's embarrassing. And I'm happy for AB for getting the championship. But at this point, I'm rambling on. Congratulations to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Tom Brady on Tampa Bay Buccaneers on 2 rings, Tom Brady on 7 rings, 5 Super Bowl MVPs, and Mahomes and the Chiefs. You guys lost. You guys, there's nothing to feel bad about. Any other team would have lost to this Tampa Bay team yesterday.